we have figured out that we are not 55 plus large park kind of people.
So why do we come to Hillsborough?
It's on the way to Tomoka. If you go to EKKO in St. Petersburg first. And Lynn wanted to point out too, but she doesn't want to be on camera because she hasn't put on the dog, and what dog she has put on is a little sweaty.
You think we've made it halfway?
Where will we turn around at? It's halfway. Here, gator, 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 gator. I would be getting out of there too, man. Wow.
Turn left onto Regent Boulevard.
So anyway, we're in Jacksonville. We're getting ready to drop the EKKO off at Freedom Van Gogh to get the infamous 174 recall work done on our alternator that you guys actually saw go up in smoke while we were in Newfoundland. So hopefully these guys, Grant and Chris and the guys, will be able to fix
Regent
it.
Boulevard.
We'll be back to being able to charge, and we'll be back to being able to feel like we're safe to travel in the RV, which is something we haven't really felt in a while. And this is a busy place. And
your destination is on the left
to get into, but I'm going to take advantage of backing up here. We'll head in and get signed in and get the work started. Always the best experience there at Freedom Van Gogh. Those guys are just so professional in the way they handle things. And I've already checked the amperage. We're doing better than we ever have as far as charging the batteries, and now we are off to St. Petersburg. We're going to do our best to stay there for a while. First thing to do is to see what our site looks like. Hey, there's Lynn. Yes, love.
Okay, you leave it first so you won't have to worry about the swinging and hit me?
I'm not going to hit you. I got you. We're good.
Okay.
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 Yeah. Now watch me hit her. I don't want to do that. I never lived that down, would I? Yeah, we are making some tracks now. Let's see.
Turn right onto Regent Boulevard.
4 hours of driving, but
At the next stop sign, turn right.
we're going through Disney World right at 5 o'clock, so I doubt it's going to be 4 hours. We'll see. Jacksonville, we had a good time here. A lot of fun things to do around here. Glad that we got to see Freedom Van Gogh, and thank you guys for taking such good care of us. And if you need something done to your RV, whether it's an EKKO or a Transit or even like they're like a storyteller.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Central Parkway.
These guys are the ones to go to on the East Coast. Really awesome. Let's get to riding, Maggie. So those of you with an EKKO, not only did we get the 174 recall work done there, we also had a DC to DC module put in, which means we're now charging with the Transit alternator and the new Balmer that's been installed. Sitting here at idle, I'm getting 106 amps of charge into the battery. Kind of wish we'd gone ahead and got the second battery too, but we'll have a reason to come back to Jacksonville to do that. So far, that's really cool. 48 minutes to go from 70% to 100%. Pretty cool on this thing. So that's just while we're sitting here. I'll turn it back on in a minute and tell you what it is when we're up to like 2,000 RPMs. Out on the interstate now, 295. Looks like the most I'm getting now is 160 amps of charge.
Left onto I-295 South.
It's going to be cool. That's awesome. So now we're only down to 28 minutes to completely recharge. That's going to be really, really cool to have. It makes a huge difference in how we can use the van. Okay, this may be crazy, but we have figured out that we are not 55 plus large park kind of people. We came here expecting we were going to stay 3 months. We did a lot of work on the van to make sure we would be okay staying 3 months, and nah, we're not going to. We are going to we're going to head to a Florida state park and do the things that we love.
The destination is on your left. Hillsborough River State Park. Arrived.
Yay. We're a little early, not sure we'll be able to check in, but we'll try. Now, are we too early to check in?
It depends. Can I get your ID so I can see the site you're on? That loop has already been cleared, so you are good for an early check-in.
Great, thank you. So if you ever camp in Florida, the Florida state parks, then this is what Lynn and I call a unicorn. Not only is it a site that we booked for a Saturday night, we actually booked it about 45 minutes ago. So we were able to find an opening. I assume it was someone who was planning to come but decided they weren't going to make it. Cancellations. But we booked this site here on a Saturday night. Kind of cool. This is our kind of place too, out in the middle of nowhere. And
So why did we come to Hillsborough?
it's on the way to Tomoka. If you go to the KOA in St. Petersburg first, and you drive right by Tomoka and go over there, and then decide that you don't like staying in KOA kind of campgrounds, then we originally were going to go over there and stay for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and just sit back and enjoy things. But we just can't do it. It's just not in our DNA. We love state parks and boondocking and being out here in places like this.
This is a beautiful campground.
It is beautiful. So we've met a lot of you as we've traveled down into Florida this year, and many of you that we haven't seen, you're probably wondering what we're doing, because you saw that last week we skipped a week and didn't put a video out. You know, in YouTube timeline and the YouTube world, we've only been missing for a week, but Lynn and I have been back home for almost 3 months, and weirdly enough, we haven't been able to travel because, well, the bomber, the second alternator, has sounded like it has marbles in it, and we feel like we just barely limped back home from Newfoundland when that thing caught on fire. And so we have spent a lot of time with family. We've done a little bit of enjoying our lake and fishing, and Maggie getting to jump in and chase fish. We've had birthdays and other celebrations. So if, like us, you have grandchildren, then you know that those little boogers, they draw you back to your home like a magnet. And in a lot of ways, it kind of makes it hard to travel. So when we leave and go somewhere for 3 months, when we come back, we try to get a good dose of catching up on that. Some of you may know and some may not, but I like to kind of dabble in woodworking, and we've made some improvements to this Winnebago EKKO, especially to the kitchen area, where we put in a wooden countertop, we replaced the sink, and we added drawers where the open storage area was in the bedroom. And those are huge, big drawers, and we're both finding that you can just get so much in there. So we're really happy with what we've done. So we mentioned the KOA, and you know, when we got back from driving all the way to Newfoundland and back, we were so tired of traveling, and it was such a stressful trip, mainly because of the lack of quality for the EKKO. It really put a lot of stress on us. But when we got here, we thought, we don't want to stay at home where it's going to be in the 20s and the 30s. We want to be able to get outside and enjoy being outside. So we thought, well, I thought we should just go back to where this whole thing started, which was at the KOA in St. Petersburg 7 years ago. We decided then we wanted to have a YouTube channel, and we had been staying every winter at this 55 plus RV quote quote resort. We got there really late last night. It wasn't exactly the kind of site we're used to. It wasn't the kind of setting we're used to. And I don't know, we have changed. And, you know, you do you kind of thing is, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? You do you is good. And for us doing us means we like this, being out here in the nature, and we like being out here in the woods. I don't know, once this gets in your blood, it's really, really hard to have a good time at a place like a KOA or Margaritaville or anything if you want to see wildlife and be out in the middle of things. So I thought we needed to at least explain to you why we mentioned going to the KOA. Now, we loved being there when we were staying there before. We just loved it. It was paradise. But Lynn and I joked about that. You used to think your grandparents' house was the biggest house you ever went to, you know, and then as you get older, you look at it and go, when did it get small? And as we pull in, the things that we loved before, all of a sudden, we're looking at that saying, where are the hiking trails? And, you know, where are we going to see wildlife? And what's going on? Why are we doing this? And so if you love doing that, cool. Do you and be you, and just be happy that you know exactly how you like to camp. Lynn and I are happy that we know what makes us happy. And anytime we try to deviate from that, it screws everything up. So you'll see us at state parks, national parks, and boondocking most of the time from now on. Lynn wanted to point out too, but she doesn't want to be on camera because she hasn't put on the dog, and what dog she has put on is a little sweaty. So here, I'll show you a little bit of that.
No,
How are you enjoying Florida weather?
don't take a picture. It's horrible.
She wanted to point out that we changed. We used to think that's the way we wanted to travel, and we changed when we bought the Travado. We both made a conscious decision that we wanted to see every sunset and every sunrise we could from a different location for as long as we could. From the Travado, we even downsized even further, thinking that now we need a four-wheel drive to be able to get out to places we can't go in the Travado and do exactly the same thing. And then now we're in this EKKO. Her point is, since we changed how we felt the first 7 years, and for the last 7 years we've been doing this, well, maybe we'll change again. But I don't see it happening anytime soon, with the exception of one thing. While we were getting our van worked on, we actually toured and went through a walkthrough on a boat that we can do the Great Loop in, and to spend and live and camp on a boat. And for the longest time, Lynn has been saying, nah, I don't want to do that. But I'm not sure I held my mouth right or something, but she's at least now open to the idea of getting something like that. So, you know, we live our lives in chapters, and we tell you that all the time. And this chapter we're in, to be honest, I thought it was through. I thought we were finished with the last page of this chapter of traveling around like we've been traveling. But I don't think it is. It's still just as much fun today as it was when we went to the first national park in the Travado 7 years ago. And it's not just fun for me, it's fun for Lynn, and it's fun for Maggie. So the three of us know what we like. Now, she's probably right, eventually we'll change. My bet is we'll change and we'll be on a boat and we'll be boondocking out in a bay somewhere. But I don't know, we'll see how that works out. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, because we were gonna stay at the KOA for 3 months, I brought my kayak. Well, we're on the Hillsborough River, and I think we're at launch number 2. Let me show you what this looks like. This is absolutely beautiful. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, this is awesome, isn't it?
This is the reason to come to Florida.
Yep.
85 degrees today, a little overcast, which is perfect. Sitting up in my comfy seat. She's got her paddleboard.
Sitting down, not standing
Happy
up.
dance kind of day.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Happy dance.
I think so.
Actually paddleboarding, look at you. Kind of wish I had a paddleboard. That would be cool.
You do have a paddleboard.
Well, I do. I could have set it up just as a paddleboard, couldn't I?
You could.
But that is not true. She said my lazy butt wanted to sit down, and that's not true. We're going downriver. And so what I thought was, if I bring this and set it up like the Hobie Kayak with the motor, if we have to paddle back upstream and it's a lot of work, I can always throw a rope out and Lynn can hang on to the back of this thing and pull her back up. Doubt that's going to happen. She never gives up on anything, and she won't give up on paddling back either, even if I have to wait on her for an hour. That is him out in the water there too. He's moving away from you right now. There he is, see him out in the water. This is nothing like Miyaka's, sweetheart. Bird gator.
So you think we've made it halfway?
Where will we turn around at is halfway.
You're right.
Time to head back.
I think so. We've kind of went down for an hour. We're gonna, I guess it'll take us an hour to get back, and hopefully we'll get to our next spot before dark.
And you're right, we don't want to leave Maggie too long, but we didn't know how long we'd be gone. We thought maybe 2 hours, maybe 3. So we left her with the generator going. And I saw a post today on the EKKO Wannabes and Owners Facebook group about should you get 2 batteries or 1 battery and the generator. And I'm going to let Lynn answer that. Let me see. Let me change this over.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
What
know
do you
the
think?
answer to it.
Why did we get 1 battery and a generator?
I just like having the backup of having a generator because, I mean, so far
Right.
it has worked most of the time.
It has. And, you know, until you run out of gas, it should run.
That's true.
And we've had it run all night long before, so hopefully we don't worry about Maggie as much. Now, what that means is if something does happen and the generator does stop working, we still have the batteries there with the inverters. So we've got 3 to 4 hours with this much sunshine that we can be sure that Maggie would be in 72-degree weather, which, well, pretty good today since it's 85. I'll go first. You want me to look out for alligators? We've already seen 4. That's all we've seen. That doesn't mean haven't been more than 4. I'm pretty sure the guess is there's a lot more than the ones we've seen. But see, she's back there just paddling away on her paddleboard. Stand-up paddleboards are awesome, by the way. It's a lot of exercise, a lot of balance for balancing your core, and it's a good way. You're up high, you can see into the water really, really well. It's a great way to fish. And that inflatable boat, we've had that thing for 5 years, 6 years, maybe almost 7 years now. and it inflates really easily. It's never, ever, I don't want to jinx it, but it's never, ever let us down.
Chill.
Yeah, I would be getting out of there too, man.
Now I gotta just kill it. I gotta kill it, bro. Bring close.
It's dead.
They've been trying to hold me back. I told him I gotta kill it, and now he did the.
He just demolished it, didn't he? Okay. That's awesome, guys.
For the fish.
Love it. Peace out. They have a really good spot there. They're just chilling out there, but starting to rain, so they're heading back, and we are too. Big spider got in there though while they were chilling out there, and a little tarantula, I guess. We've seen a couple. I saw one today when we were putting the cover all the way on the bikes. It was a big little guy. Scared me a little bit whenever I reached up and there he was, but I just shook him off and let him get out of there. But I wouldn't want one to stick around in my boat for sure, especially in a canoe. Started sitting down. Look at the rain falling on the water up here. Isn't that awesome? Stopped raining. Awesome, huh? Now it's beautiful again. The sun's out. There are lots of clouds in the sky, so it could rain again, but hey, we're enjoying this. Just a little Sunday afternoon paddle. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. December 3rd. Watch this. Just gonna stand up. Wow. She's so good at that. We've made it back to the wall at the campground, and we know we saw the big gator when we came through. Saw him this morning when we were out walking, so he's here somewhere. Let's see if we can find him. Here, gator, 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 gator. I do not. Not yet. I'm looking around. Yeah, I don't see him. Do you see him? You're up higher. Me either. We're almost back though.
Be in the water somewhere, ready to.
Yeah. There he is. He's wet too, so he just got over there. Let me see if I can get him. See if I can look in his eyes. Look at that, guys. Ooh, look at those teeth. Yeah, I'm not sure, honey. I don't think yours would survive that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think one of those boat inflatable paddleboards would survive a chomp from that guy. You saw his teeth, and I don't know, I've got on dark pants, so if he jumps in the water, I don't have to worry about the stain. But it would be better if they were brown britches. Just saying. It's just saying. Just about everywhere you look, you see something beautiful like this cypress tree right here in the middle of the water with its leaves changing for fall. Look at this. Made it back to the boat launch. That squeaking noise is driving me crazy. I've got to lube that up really good before we go out again. Okay, we're all loaded up. Turns out the hard kayak is harder to put on than Lynn's inflatable. We had that thing done in about 10 minutes. Probably took 20 minutes or so to get that just right, including finding all the rope and everything for where we took it off. So note to self, next time,
Put it in one place.
put it in one place and make that. She went inside and changed clothes.
Yeah, 'cause I was
It
soaked.
was raining really hard during that. I'm going to take my hat off and go in and put on another t-shirt, and then we're going to head somewhere, and you guys come along with us as we go.